Alright, hey everyone, it's Chris Shelley, and we're going to be talking about reference points and the racing line in regards to iRacing fundamentals. And once again, this should apply to other racing games and to some extent real life as well, based on the assumptions we're talking about. Let's get started. So, we're going to talk about what the racing line is, what reference points are, and how to use these reference points to adhere to your racing line and become a better racer. Great example of how a reference points is in this little goofy clip from Charles Leclerc back in, I don't know, a few years ago, back when he was racing with Alfa Romeo. You had this time where he's blindfolded, spun around, and asked to put a mustache on a photo of himself. Now, you can't see, you're a little disoriented, right? You just spun around, I don't know how many times. You're gonna be dizzy a little bit. So what do? Use reference points. The reference point is here. He grabs this little bar against the wall. If he knows where the bar is against the wall, he should know where the photo is because he was shown that about where it was before he was spun around all those times. Now you can feel, if you also feel the edges of the photo as well, because it's just, on the wall, and that would help you find exactly where your face is. If you know where the bar is, you know where the photo is, you know where the photo starts, you know exactly where the mustache should go. Isn't that great? That's how powerful reference points are. So what is the racing line, first of all? This is the goal of reference points is to help you achieve the racing line, get to the racing line, right? So the racing line is the best path on the track. It's where you're essentially using the optimal, taking the optimal way around the racetrack, using the racer surface available, whether it's maximizing how much force you can get on a certain line, it's maximizing how much speed you can carry it around the shortest distance possible. Sometimes there's a trade-off between how much speed you want and how much distance you're willing to travel. How much force can your car get? Are you going to be able to get more force on your car to help you drive the car faster at certain areas in the track? All those things are considered when you are developing a line around a track, and the racing line is generally considered to be the best way around the track. Now, a line just refers to a path that someone takes. The racing line is usually referred to as the optimal, quote-unquote, way around the track. For our purposes, I'll just say the racing line and a line are one and the same just for this video to try to avoid confusion, because there's always discussion about, no, this line could be better in this circumstance and things like that. But this is important because we need to know how to get to there, right? You're driving around a track and you don't know exactly where you are. I mean, you can see where you are, you can feel where you are, but how do you know to hit a certain mark each and every time? How do you know to get to the racing line each and every time? How do you know that you're being consistent and you're always adjusting your line to be faster and faster? This is why you use reference points. So reference points are specific parts of the track that you're looking to see or feel, just like how Charles Leclerc was looking to feel that bar that was against the wall in order to put the mustache on his face. You're looking for certain points on the track that tell you when you want to turn in, tell you when you want to brake, tell you want to apply more throttle, things like that. It's the same thing. It's the same exact technique. This is how you sort of learn a track. This is how you improve at a track. This is how you improve at driving a race car. Is you need to use reference points anytime you're trying to take any sort of line around a track. So how do we use these reference points? For this video, we're gonna break a turn down into 3 parts: the entry, the center, and the exit. Now, this is not accounting for, complicated turns like a left-right sequence or any chicanes or multiple sequences of corners or double apexes even. We're not worried about that. So I just chucked the ARCA car to the Milwaukee Mile, and we're doing a simple sort of turn. Now, you have a few different points. You have the entry, the turn in. You're going to look at a point probably on the outside of the track where you're looking to either start braking or lift off the throttle and start turning. I put it right around here. So as you're driving down the straightaway, this is sort of where your eyes should be glancing up. You're looking, okay, where's my point? Where's my point? You get about to here, you're going to start turning in. Now for the center, it's a similar thing, right? You're getting through the corner, and as you're going through the corner, your eyes should be looking right around here. You're looking, oh, where is our center of the corner? Where's the apex? Right here. That's what you're looking for in the center. That's when you're going to be doing the most turning, and you're going to stop doing as much focusing as much as turning, and focusing on the exit once you get to this apex. At the exit, you're like, okay, I'm coming off the corner. Where am I trying to land this car to carry the most speed? That's usually going to be right against the wall. So I have this marker right here, which is exactly where you're aiming for. So for 1, 2, 3, this is where your eyes should be glancing. Entering the corner, this is where your eyes should be glancing. Centering the corner, this is where your eyes should be glancing. Exiting the corner. And now it doesn't only need to be visual. Like I said, sometimes there are certain bumps in the tracks or certain things you can feel through force feedback. Either in sim racing, you have force feedback on. You might feel a bump, and sometimes that's a good place to tell you, okay, I need to start turning here, or this is about where my apex is because it feels like the car is a little heavy. That's exactly what I'm talking about. It's both tactile and visual. So to explain the technique before I go into the sort of live ride along, we're going to be looking for recognizable visual or force feedback cues. And you also need to consider, okay, maybe you don't have something that's very recognizable at the exact point you want to turn it. But the beauty of reference points is you can do adjustments, right? Charles Leclerc, he knew that the photo was not on the bar. It was off to the side, some given fixed amount of distance. That's exactly what you're going to do if you don't have a very recognizable reference point. You're going to have to sort of guess either by adjusting the amount of time, say you're braking 2 seconds after a logo on a wall, or you're a distance, say you're looking about a few car lengths away from where your most visually recognizable cue is. So here's my live ride along. I'm going to tell you exactly what I'm looking for when I'm driving. Now remember, there are 3 parts of the corner. That means for each turn. And I'm considering 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, this track being 1 turn. You're looking at 3 parts each turn, 3 reference points each turn. So let me break it down for 1 and 2. For 1 and 2, I'm looking for a turn in a little bit after this gate. So if you look to the right, there's a little bit of fencing. It's a little bit after that is when I turn in. Now for the center, I'm looking for a bit of change of curvature of the curve. There's also a little bit stuff on the apron, about the same spot. And for exit, I'm looking at the text on the wall. So you'll need to break it down like that. And that's essentially where your eyes are going to be looking. You're going to be making glances up to about to where those spots are on the track each time, to get an idea of where you are. And it should get familiar, but these are good reference points. So a little bit after the gate, I'm looking right when they change the curvature, right up against this text on the wall, right where it starts. Yellow, and now for turn 3, do the same thing, right? So I can go for turn 1 more time, and then I'll go through turn 3 more. So, a little bit after the gate, turn in, center, looking for that curvature changes, up to the text right here. Turn 3, looking for a yellow billboard, turn. Next in the center, I'm looking for the curb color to change right there in the bottom. And right here, I'm looking to track out around where that logo, that paint on the wall is. That's what I'm looking for every time. You start looking for those specific spots, you get a lot more consistent. You start getting an understanding of what you want, and you can also adjust it if you realize something might not be working. You can try driving in deeper, you can try not driving in as deep, backing up the corner. Lots of things you can do once you start using reference points. Thanks for watching. I'm Chris Shelley. Please like and subscribe for more. See you guys later.